What's up, guys, and thanks for joining me today. Today I'm reviewing a little cult classic film called Blade Runner. Blade Runner stars Harrison Ford, Sean Young, Daryl Hannah, and Ragnar Hauer, and is directed by Ridley Scott. Let me show you a clip. In the futuristic year of 2019, Los Angeles has become a dark and depressing metropolis, filled with urban decay. Rick Deckard, an ex cop, is a Blade Runner. Blade Runners are people assigned to assassinate replicants. Replicants are androids that look like real human beings. When four of them commit a bloody mutiny off the off-world colony, Deckard is called out of retirement to track down the androids. As he tracks the replicants, eliminating them one by one, he soon comes across another replicant, Rachel, who evokes human emotion. Despite the fact that she's a replicant herself, as Deckard closes in the leader of the replicant group, his true hatred toward artificial intelligence makes him question his own identity in the future world, including what's human and what's not human. All right, so this movie was made back in 1982, and it was definitely ahead of its time, for sure. I think it's Ridley Scott's best movie. You could argue that Alien is, but I personally think this movie was much more ambitious than Alien. And it's just, to me, a beautiful movie, a masterpiece. I think that it's a movie that, as the years have gone by, it's appreciated more. And it's definitely a movie you need to see more than once to actually catch things that you just didn't catch in previous viewings. You know, the movie is very deep, and you can look at it in very different ways, and that's what I love about it. You know, the people that I've discussed this movie with, they have their own opinions on it, and it's amazing. The outlook you get on the movie from different people. It's great. And some people actually don't like this movie. They actually hate it. They don't understand what the big deal is about this movie. And to an extent, I understand what they're talking about. I mean, as far as the characters go, they're not very likable. But I think the movie is just deep. It's way deeper than that. And I think the people who actually uh, love this movie understand that. And so the sequel's coming out soon, and that's why I'm reviewing this movie, and I'm excited for it. So yeah, it's a masterpiece for sure. Let's talk about the cast. Harrison Ford plays Rick Deckard, and he's great. I think this is one of Harrison Ford's more complex characters because Rick is a very disturbed person. You can tell he has a troubled past, and you're not really sure if you should be rooting for him in a lot of ways. But Harrison Ford plays him uh, perfectly, and yeah, it was great. Sean Young plays Rachel in the movie. She's a replicant that's a little different from the others, and I thought she did great in this movie. By far, Sean Young's best movie. And her character, I think, was the one you felt the most for. You know, uh, she had a very haunting sadness uh, in her eyes that throughout the movie you really felt for her character, and yeah, she was very believable, and she was great. Daryl Hannah played a replicant as well, and she did very good. She was crazy creepy in this movie. Um, I think she was the most disturbing character in the movie. Uh, there's times where she's all innocent, fragile, and all of a sudden she just goes completely nuts. And there's a scene where she's fighting Harrison Ford, and yeah, it was scary. Yeah, she was crazy. Yeah, Daryl Hannah plays crazy very well. Ragnar Hauer plays Roy in the movie. He's the lead replicant that is leading the crew, which Rick is hunting down one by one. And he was an amazing character. Great villain. And in a lot of ways, I think is the most important character in the movie. Because you really do, in a way, end up feeling his pain. You know, why he's so angry with what's going on and what he wants to do and what he wants to accomplish. And for that, I think he is the most important character in the movie and the one that represents what this movie is really all about. And Ragnar Hauer plays him perfectly. He was great. He was great. So yeah, if you haven't seen this movie, definitely check it out. I highly recommend it. It's a classic for sure, and it's an important movie. I think everyone should watch at some point. And better sooner than later because the sequel is coming out and it looks amazing, and I'm already hearing great things about it. So let's see how that goes. If you like my review, please like, share, and subscribe. And we'll be back.